The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Testing.
Mic check.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody sound good?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Man, I'm good. My brother can't beat no better.
See murder.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm good, man. Blessed.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Cutting Up. You all see it myself. I am D in the place to be.
And I'm Elroy.
Yeah.
And up to my right, that's my butt. See murder.
In the hell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing? How are you?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yes.
On this beautiful weekend that we just had.
Yes, man.
It's been a little cold, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
It's winter time.
Outside, man.
It's winter time. It's
football weather.
Football weather. Yeah.
So yeah, man. Definitely, got some couple of things to talk about, man. So hey,
yeah.
Man,
well,
get into it, man.
Let's get into the entertainment word.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What you got, baby? What you got?
I sent. I don't know if I sent it to you, but I know I sent it to see murder. But I sent him the new clip on the new game that's coming out for the PlayStation. Is a handheld game, and it's actually like, I guess to describe it, it's
basically like
a remote control that has a big ass screen in the middle of it, and you're just playing.
It's a flat screen PSP handheld.
Yeah,
that's the second version.
Man, gangster.
Yeah, that's the second version.
Like,
because that's a version, because they actually have do you ever seen the Wishbone, the other one that you can, because it's by PlayStation. You know what I'm talking about? When you put your phone in and you can actually log into your PlayStation from your home, from your house, and play all your games digitally on that.
And they also have new controllers for the 5 as well as for the 6 that are more digital. They have a touch screen. You know how they got the regular,
But the 6 so far out though.
Now the 6 is supposedly coming out this between now and the first of the year.
No. You gotta, man, no. You gotta remember. Just think about this. How much time was between the 4 and the 5?
Well, that's why everybody's so mad, because they were saying I just got the 5.
Nah, what people got I think what they got mixed up with that release was that the PlayStation, not the Pro, the Pro.
Yeah.
The other one. It's basically,
it's a Pro coming out, but they also said there's a 6 coming out. The 6
gonna come out, but it's gonna be about 2 or 3 years.
I don't think it's that long, dude.
Yeah, because it's gonna kind of fall around, because they push Grand Theft 6 back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it's pushed back until the end of next year. Because they brought the Pro was basically to run that in the new Call of Duty because of the frames. It's a new frame system, they're saying, because the frames have to go faster.
Right.
So that's why they upping the frame speed and how it's actually fed into the TV. So that's the biggest thing and why they're moving the PlayStation up. Because like they say with Call of Duty, anyone I'm going to tell you that the best play to play that is on a monitor, not on a big TV.
I got you.
Because your feed going to always be slower. Like that ping, you know what that ping, like I ain't even know what that ping mean. You know what that ping mean?
I don't.
All right, the ping is actually the amount of delay that you'll have from killing him. So the lower the ping, the more accurate and more quicker you'll get it off. So like I watch a guy that plays over in Australia, and our time is crazy. So he starts about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I'll be up, I'll pull him up. Man, he running 200 ping. I'm talking about 200. Like your ping probably ain't gonna be bigger than 30, like 35 or 40.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's what it is.
See, murder. A question for you, Andy.
Yeah.
I saw online where Drake is suing Kendrick Lamar.
I thought it was.
Well, no, he's suing. He's suing UMG.
UMG.
Yeah. They're both.
It's still one and the same.
Yeah, I mean they're both signed to UMG.
Yeah.
But you know why?
Why?
You know why?
Yeah, because they
did the Soulja Boy.
what's the Soulja Boy?
Okay,
Explain that.
y'all remember how Soulja Boy got fired? Y'all okay? You take it all the way back. What Soulja Boy did, I can't remember the song. Genius.
He was
What's
cranked
genius?
that. He was cranked that.
It was another song though. This is what he did. He took
He had a
another
lot of-
song that was really, really popular, and it made him a page with it, and put their song name on it, but put his song.
Now
on it.
he was doing that to file uploading
Right.
websites. So,
So he
like LimeWire, all the
right,
where we used to go
early
get
stuff.
all
you know what I'm
the
saying?
downloads from. He would put it as like 50 Cent, I got money type shit.
But it's his song.
It would be his song.
Gotcha.
So
that's
people
how
would
he
be
get it.
downloading it and it'd be.
And that's how you get.
Yeah,
that's how
he
people
got
even
it.
found out about this song.
But how does that relate?
Because they said that what Drake is actually accusing them is that when people was tagging Certified Lover Boy, it not like
So,
us came up. That's I guess that's all I was saying. You see what I'm saying?
Technically, Kendrick says certified lover boy, no, certified pedophile. He says it in his song as well. So the technology is the latest
But-
song that
It's
has
the verbiage. Yeah.
and it was a viral sensation.
Right.
It's gonna pull that song up. But what they also are alleging is that UMG took a 30% decrease in their licensing fee to Spotify in order to boost that song up. Yeah, so they're saying that it was artificially boosted and made into a
Hit.
viral a hit with him allegedly being a pedophile.
Right.
Wow.
It's the same label that he is signed to.
Right.
And what's so crazy, bro, it's like he just winning all the way. And speaking of Kendrick Lamar, because you go from that, of course, everybody feel like he won the battle. You go from that to the headline of Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a lot of business.
You know what I'm saying?
being
So,
done behind
but
the
like you
scenes.
said, though, Drake been behind the scenes. He been and throwing
Allegedly,
shots.
yeah,
Allegedly
being a
throwing
dickhead.
shots, being the
Yeah.
not a certified lover boy,
that's what
certified dickhead.
And that's what was said on the podcast that I sent you. They were
Yeah.
basically saying like we didn't have a problem with you
Perpetuating the
being
culture.
who you were,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like once you start doing other things,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Behind the
saying?
scenes.
Behind the scenes, and it's now like okay, now he's getting exposed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But hey, what's done in the dark come out in the light.
If it don't come out in the wash, it come out in the rinse.
I mean, it's kind of shedding a light on the whole industry and the artificial streams and the bots that are being used.
That's old though. People were doing those little bots with that'll magnify stream because now you only get what I think is for
What-
every million 10,000. I think.
What you
something like
think exposed the industry
Something like that.
the most though?
What exposed it the most?
This situation or the Diddy situation? I think the Diddy situation is worse because
that? It's just
It's-
a different level of and type of.
Yeah, I
exposure.
think
where the exposure is that everybody in Hollywood, whether it's music, whether it's sports, whether it's movies, I mean, whatever your criteria is, if you've been to one of them parties, you got dirt. You know
well, I
what I'm
think
saying?
from a Diddy perspective, that's more like social exposure. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like with
Yeah,
the Drake and Kendrick situation, that's like this business. This is like the legit business that is being done and propagated behind closed doors.
Right.
Now, granted,
I think
Diddy's
it's a little bit more than business, y'all.
Diddy's
situation had a
situation
little
got some business
go
to it
to it,
too.
too.
It,
That's
it
what
does
actually
for
struck it
sure.
off.
For sure.
Both of them do.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For
And
sure.
both of them
But
got
I
a
think
lawsuit
it-
attached to it too.
Yeah, that's
A lot.
That's true.
Both of them got a lawsuit
true.
attached to it.
But
A
I
lot.
would associate that with more like a social thing. Well, granted, you can do the same thing with the Drake situation.
Yeah,
'cause,
it
like,
kind of has similarities about across the
he
board.
got-
The only
yeah,
thing about
yeah.
Drake is he doesn't have the level of what can or would be exposed if everything was to come out with Diddy. If those tapes were to able to get really leaked and out on social media like tapes get out like on social media, it's some real people that will be really exposed, bro.
Yeah.
Like we talking about high level people
of all angles.
kinds, from Republican people to the Democrats, your white, black,
Princesses.
movie star, princes, kings, record labels,
that's just gonna
rappers.
show you how
The depths of how it goes, bro.
Yeah, and how united they really are
no
to try
doubt.
to divide us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like behind closed doors, they dapping each other up. They cool. Everybody pretty
everybody,
civil,
it
but
just-
like when them cameras come on, it's like
It's whatever.
it's a production, man. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Because you always know it's going to be another scandal waiting. Because it's scandals that we forgot about, like with the Will Smith and the Chris Rock slap. You know, then you'll go to the next one. You'll go to the next one. You know what I mean? So it's just like a revolving cycle. Now, I believe it's a couple people sweating their boots right now, though. Wondering, like, man, you know, I sure hope them always don't sell that thing on. God damn, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you, because there's a lot of people, and one person allegedly, and it's just alleged, and and maybe I just don't believe he was that big. You got to tell me, was French Montana that big to have all this money? To be so close to Diddy? I'm like, it's just a couple people that I just kind of look and just kind of be like,
some people just like attach themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
To certain people, and you can kind of see
the real come out.
Yeah.
Because you'll see the real people disappear. Like,
I ain't gonna say it on mic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people like that'll come in, then they'll be like, oh, you'll see them attached. Then you'll see people that I think was fire. Like, you remember we had Mace when he was with Diddy, right? He disappeared. Like, do you remember Loon?
Yeah,
that was like the new Mace to me.
All of them had like a connection of like going and getting like themselves right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all ever heard of Danny Boy? You heard about how he talked?
Shine became like president of, or he's running, trying to run for president of
over the way he
Belize. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man became a politician.
Yeah.
He changed his life. Loon became a devout Muslim.
Yeah, like all these folks literally go like the other way.
Total opposite.
Think about it. When Mace first left, he went to be a preacher.
Yeah.
He just now became back Murder Mace. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, everybody have to go completely left. And they always tell you that we're going to put it in your face, and we can, as long as we're telling you we're not doing it, you can't say we're hiding from it. Bro, we always thought that Orlando Brown was just right here talking retarded and drugged up. But all the shit this man been saying for the longest on these interviews is actually coming out. But they was allowing it to be said from a source in which that was never deemed credible. So no matter how loud or how proud he said it, you would never believe it. Period. Only because of the source. But now you look back at him and now you looking at him like,
it's like Monique. They thought she was an angry black woman.
She is.
I mean, but she still had credibility to a lot of stuff that she was saying.
She had points, but I'm gonna still say she was just a little. I just think she was a little over aggressive and a little.
She might have been, but
it.
I don't think that at the end of the day it was too much difference in what she did and what Cat Williams did.
So let me ask you this: you think she that big?
No. I'm not saying. I'm just looking at it from a right and wrong aspect. I ain't talking about being big. I ain't talking about, look, if she that wasn't getting paid, if she said something and got blackballed, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all part of it to me.
Yeah,
that's
no doubt.
same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cat came out and said the same thing. You know, you got to be clicked up to be, you know, somebody in the comedian industry. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, sort of, though, because you had the same.
He was pretty much saying the same thing that she said. It's just the fact that she was an angry black woman. He came out and said the same thing, a little bit more. I mean, you know.
The only
that's just
thing,
my opinion.
Right. The only thing I guess with her, and that kind of throw me off a little, was that she was. I think the thing was she was comparing herself with Ellen DeGeneres when the amount of that one. I just can't, you know. Now I'm not saying I like Ellen. You know what I'm saying? She's not.
I like Ellen.
You know No, I'm not, she cool, she funny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm watching it, but she cool, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some of her shows, stuff like they can see, from flipping through the TV and
Understood.
stuff. But I still wouldn't put her on that level though. Because of
I
how
understand what you're saying.
with the reach, you know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes
she went too far with some stuff. Yeah,
right. So we over-evaluate ourselves because we may feel that, but we still have to feel that other people still have a certain determination and it's still a business. And especially when they're putting their money up and you're not putting yours up.
Right.
So, that's the only thing with it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think she's good, you know what I'm saying? I think she's funny. I'll take her all the way back. So.
But going back to what y'all was saying about being just, accommodated with those people, same situation with Ghana. And oh boy, you know what I'm saying? It's like Ghana was just making music.
Mm-hmm.
He might have known what was going on, but hey, that ain't me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just here to make music. I'm cool with you know what I'm saying? So, like.
Well, it's kind of like what y'all just said about the comedians and being clicked up.
Yeah,
everybody has to be clicked up sometimes.
Yeah.
Like with record companies and situations like that, they just kind of put you in place with certain people to get the look.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So like they ain't grow up together. He don't know him to that degree. You know what I'm saying? So like how people look at it might be a little flawed, but
just like with
back to how you interpret it.
But it was state property. None of them cats know each other. A lot of them cats didn't even know each other.
Yeah.
Like some of them didn't even like each other. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda
they were
like,
just put
like
together.
a boy band.
It's just like a boy band. They just got put together because
for the money.
And it sound good. You know what I'm saying? They look good together. Both of them had the kind of same vibe. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put y'all together. We're gonna see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? So I think Skeeto and Sparks, they was cool. But some of them, I think they didn't even know each other when they first started. You know what I'm saying? So even like that making the band thing, you was making a band out of people that didn't know each other.
Yeah.
People that just had different, type of talents. You know what I'm saying? This can sing, this one had the Jamaican vibe, you can rap, you was neo soul, you was, you know what I'm saying? So everybody had their own specialty they can bring in and then, collectively you can be good. So, that's why you don't see a lot of groups no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just like solo artists.
See, Murph,
you know what I'm saying?
What's happening?
Got any hits for?
Not at the moment. What we going into? We going to NFL.
We're gonna go into football, but before we go, we're gonna take it step by step. We're gonna level by level. First and foremost, before we jump into it, you know what I'm saying? I want to give all respect and a big shout out to the Parker Thundering Herd.
No diggity.
We are now going into, if y'all don't know, if you're not from here, we are going into high school football at this time. Well, not high school football, but high school playoffs. And now we have reached the actual championship game.
Yes,
so, Parker is a 6A school. It is the oldest
West Side
black school in the state of Alabama.
West Side. So your grandma, your great-grandma, your great-great-grandma probably went to Parker, bro.
Yeah.
So the whole West Side.
Industrial.
Basic. It's how your granddaddy learned to fit cars, all it.
Yeah.
It's where they've learned all that at, bro.
Where all the black folk went at one time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, big ups to Parker,
H.
man.
Parker High School. They are playing, what's the school there? Saraland. Yeah.
That was your boy, that was Ryan Williams went in it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, the alma mater, Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a good game out there, man. We
also got Thompson playing.
Central Phoenix City.
That's going to be a good
Go
one.
Knicks daddy.
We ought to have two nice side. Both of them should be close to sellouts. I would say.
Man, I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah.
They both of them playing at Protect. We playing at Protect.
All of them at Protect.
Everybody protected. Yeah. Man, it's gonna be colder than a motherfucker. I mean Friday.
Yeah.
You going?
No.
I'm probably gonna watch it at the crib too.
Yeah, you know how I'm.
I'm going to
the gym. G.
I ain't gonna lie. They got now. I might go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really think about going. Ticket $15. I looked at it. Only reason I want to go because I know it's gonna be tight. I want to, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to jank.
I don't even want that. I want to jank. I just don't want to. It's gonna be cold, bro.
I went to one game this year.
Bro.
I went to one game this year at Legion Field, and that's when they played Ramsey. And I vowed not to go to now another game because my truck got hit, man.
Oh.
You know, they had the shootout in the parking lot.
Right.
So I walk out the game, my front bumper has got a dent and scuffed up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just watch them on TV, support them, you feel me? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I still might end up going out there. I might bundle up and go out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, man. I really want to go. I do want to go because
Yeah.
I'm actually out there.
Gotta support them, G.
Yeah, I actually want to go out there because I know it's going to be, and I hope everybody go out there, man. I think that's 6:30. I think it's 6:30.
I want to say 7.
It's probably because it's a 7-8 game, the late game, or it's going to be the next day.
The next day.
Okay, so it's going to be an evening game.
That's what I'm saying. Both of them should be. One should be Friday, one should be Saturday.
Okay, so they probably do 1, 3, and 7, and 2, 4, and 6, something like that.
I don't know.
I'll look and see.
But you know, man, they got the flag too. So
it's flag championships too.
Yeah, the flag for the high school girls.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I didn't know it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, yeah, big up to Parker, man. I hope y'all come on take that thing. Bro, I couldn't tell you the last city school that won a state championship. Outside of, if you want to call Ramses, I
might be wrong by this, but I think this is Parker's first time actually going to the championship and playing for a championship in football.
Yeah, I think they did it in basketball.
They are dominant in basketball, but football, you know, this is the furthest they've ever gone. I know a couple of fellas on the team. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, don't get content from, you know, making it this far. Bring it on home, man. Not only do you have the support of the big Parker alum that you have, but you also have the support of the city, G. You got the support, so bring it home.
Oh, definitely, man.
Now let's move on to this college football, dog. Move on to the. Let's start off the top with the most overrated rival game in the country that they call the game.
Michigan, Ohio State?
Yes.
I'm not going to lie, though, bro. It was a good game, though.
Man, it was a good game, but it was a good game if you like defense.
Yeah, that's what in their game, that's the base on their game.
And it's like Michigan seems to be scared to throw the ball.
They ain't got a quarterback.
And they just run. You know what I'm saying? The only somebody that the quarterback does look at was the tight end. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like Ohio State has a quarterback, in my opinion, that's iffy, suspect. And I think he got exposed.
He been got exposed, man. He reminds me of 3 quarterbacks, the same kind of stature, and I think they can give you the same type of erratic turnover type behavior. That's him. I can't think of his name right now. I know he's 18. Carson Beck and Peyton Thorne. All of them look the same, and radically, a lot of them play the same. And they're live and die by whatever defense and plays are made by the playmaker.
Now, my question to you, since I brought up that game, is this. Should Ryan Day be fired? I understand he has a great record against pretty much everybody.
Ain't no pretty much everybody. The man 45-1 against teams that's in the Big Ten that ain't Michigan.
Right.
He 45-1.
And then once he loses to Michigan, it's like, okay, I might win one game in the playoff, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
he beat Michigan the first year he got there and lost to him every year.
And that's because you was using somebody else's stuff. You know how that go. The roster was full of the last coaches, you know what I'm saying, teams. He got the best out of them.
I think he has the best roster out of them. I think they have situational bad play calls. You know what I mean? And I think college football as a whole has gotten in love with the shotgun formation. And it kind of leaves you, debilitated on any short yardage plays and stuff like that.
You know what? I ain't going to even say the shotgun. I'm just going to say they have just gotten to the point where they done drunk the Kool-Aid and just want to throw the ball so much. Even when it comes to running the ball, they want to throw a little quick screen to the receiver and say, "Oh, that's just the same as a running play in his offense." Like that's
the air
bullshit.
Raid, but that's the air raid. That's where you get. That's when Texas Tech used to run that with rest in peace. I can't think of what his name. That's basically them. They'll throw the ball 60 times, but 20 of those are basically long handoffs.
I don't know who it was I was watching Saturday, but it was like 4th down and these fools in the shotgun.
Everybody.
And I'm like, what in the hell? Like, ain't no more getting up under the center and hiking the ball and
Michigan,
giving it to a fullback.
Army,
or
Navy,
a
Georgia Tech.
Running back with a fullback in front of him. Like,
you heard what I said? Them teams that run that wing T and
Georgia.
They don't. They in the shotgun too. They might get up under them maybe 30%, but they still high shotgun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's sad, man.
But I think the biggest thing of the weekend was this fucking flag planting shit.
Yeah.
Who's playing flags?
You ain't seen it? You heard? Okay.
Michigan, Ohio State.
No, that shit was dog. Michigan, Ohio State.
It was
Florida State.
Yeah.
NC State and North Carolina.
And it was a smaller school.
And one other school.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to go to everybody's flag. Like if I win at your stadium, I take my team's flag and plant it in the middle of your logo 50-yard line. Bro, they knocking their asses out, bro. At the Michigan Ohio State game, they had police out there and had to pepper spray them to get them loose. They were fighting at every game. They got to fight at the Iron Bowl a couple times. And like, I'm gonna ask you this about the Iron Bowl.
It's the rivalry game.
It's rivalry. Now, I'm a down the middle thing guy. I'm an Auburn fan, but I'm down the middle when it comes to the kids. Now, whatever happened on the sideline over there on that Auburn part, now I know whatever happened between him and him. Now I know Malachi Moore went over there to break it up. No intentions at all. Strictly grab Buddy, trying to get him out of there. Now the stupid, I'm gonna call you stupid because you are. Went to trying to jump on them, which was stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna call them out for that. But what I don't like is when after everything was broke up, that the Alabama player went to trying to show up everybody. You know what I'm saying? After everything broke up, you still helmet off, slanging around and doing all that. See, that's the part where I understand you're upset. But bro, this is national TV, man. You acting like a child that just lost their Kool-Aid in the middle of the floor and you want somebody to see it.
Yeah.
That's childish. You know what I'm saying? So we just saw what happened. Cool. We understand you're frustrated. Just take that to the sideline, vent that to your coaches or whatever. Don't try to show up your coaches because it was me and I was a head coach, bro. I'm walking slap up that 50-yard line. Bro. And I'm snatching you up snatching that uniform out you and you going straight to the bike.
Bro, I told you about, I don't know if you remember C Murder, but I probably said it about 5 sessions ago. I said that I heard on Jocks when we first lost to Vanderbilt. And Malachi Moore did the same thing. He called himself losing his morale. They put the ball in play, spotted it. He kicked the ball. Then when they told him to come off the field, if I ain't mistaken, he took his helmet and slung it on the ground. Like, at the end of the day, it was a caller that called in, and it wasn't Feinbaum. It was the Greg McElroy and Kublik.
Yeah. Kiski. Yeah, I watched
Kublik.
the show.
Yeah,
I watched
it's
the show.
your old center.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was listening to him one morning, and a caller called in, and he was like, "Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to compare him to Nick Saban, but at the end of the day, the inmates are running the asylum. So in other words, there's no discipline in what he was saying. No accountability.
Right.
These players are doing what they want. But that might have something to do with lack of discipline by the coach, but it also might have something to do with what Coach Saban and a lot of others were saying. You have 17-year-olds up until, 22, that are basically millionaires. And it's going to be kind of hard.
But see, all of them ain't, though.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
And
I'm not.
But I'm just saying, though, at the end of the day, you got to, I mean, come on, G. You know what I mean? You are a product of your environment. So if your leader is doing shit like that, you understand what I'm saying? What's the difference in him doing it and me doing it? He did it, and he was just wrong because of him being mad because we losing to Vanderbilt. I'm doing it because I just got punked by a nigga that play for our rival team, you understand what I'm saying, on national TV. Now, I'm not saying that and one on right, but you got to look at it, the mentality of these young cats. You understand what I'm saying? These young cats don't have that mentality, okay, I'm going to let him go and get me the way he doing, and then that's extra 15 for us, roll tide. No, they don't think that way. Because one, they might not be taught, but at the same time, they ain't thinking that way no way. They ain't trying to think that way. You feel me?
I'm going to say this. It all depends on the leader. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of the
That's why I was saying it go both ways.
All right. Now, what I'm talking about is not a rivalry, but it's kind of the same. All right. Let's bring up the situation you got. You went over there and everybody retaliated. All right. Let's talk about when Colorado was playing. Now, I know we was talking about the hit the last time.
Yeah.
Direct low blow.
Yeah. And they weren't having that this week.
Guess what?
Because they tried
Nobody touched him. Nobody went in. Well, not one player went up to hit him, hit back at him, or nothing. But that reflects the leader. Because guess what? They know if they go up and do that shit and they get back in that locker room, they already know what's going on. They already know. Because guess what? Leader run into the asylum.
Well, like I
the
said,
inmates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it go like you say.
You're not going to do that round there because you already know he's going to tell you off the top, I'm going to holler at you.
I think it's just mentality, like one of y'all said. You know
I think well, to be honest, I was saying what I was saying just to say that it is both. It's the mentality of the players, but it is also lack of discipline by the coaches.
Yeah.
Because like they said, if you watch the Michigan game, their head coach was fucking with the Ohio State fans after the game. Like, he was telling them bye-bye, you know what I'm saying, see you later, like, just jabbing at them. Like, you don't want, coaches that have made a name for themselves, they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
The ass whooping that's on that scoreboard speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So if you up there jaw jabbing at the fans with your players, you know what I'm saying, and you aren't telling your players, all right, let's go to the band, celebrate in front of our folk, and then get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, that's what
and you at fault.
Yeah, that's what your boy, what you call it, did. Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they was finna had their little thing with them. Yeah. And they, instead of them going and try to do all their flag things, he's like, no, we finna go over here. Yeah. He took all his team over there. So that's the only reason then nothing jump off between them. But outside of the stupidity, let's get to the meat of this shit.
Yeah.
The college football playoff.
Let me run through the AP polls.
Get to us, my boy.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
We got Oregon at number 1, Texas at number 2, Penn State number 3, Notre Dame at number 4, Georgia number 5, Tennessee number 6, Ohio State number 7, SMU number 8, Indiana number 9, Boise State 10, Alabama 11, and Arizona State 12.
Now, after elimination week number 2, we still got one more week left, which is championship week, which is coming up.
I really think that poll that you just read out is perfect.
I think it's bullshit.
Interesting.
I mean, what's the bullshit?
I don't see, and I understand we're going to bring in, I guess, play structure and where you win, where you lost. But just me. I'm not putting a 2-loss team in front behind 2 3-loss teams. Because that means I'm looking at giving a 3-loss national champion.
The lady that represents the committee, I can't think of her name, dark hair, white lady. She was saying that at the end of the day, in her opinion, the committee is looking at who you have played. And not only who you have played, but who you have won. I mean, like the strength of your schedule, who you have beat, who you have lost to, and how bad the loss actually was. You see what I'm saying? So, it's like...
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't believe that, though. I don't. Because if that's the case, half of these teams wasn't up there. Bro, we have some teams in here that hadn't beat a top 25 team, but you're telling me they're a top 12 team in the nation. That's fucking possible.
I mean,
if you haven't beat a top team, period.
But that's the thing, though, D. Like, I guess that's where the structure of their conference come in. Like, that's where you can't fault them for their conference. Like, they might be in a top 5 or a power 5 conference, but the conference in itself might be top heavy where there's only 2 good teams.
Nah, it's just the fact that they have...
Or 1 team.
No, it ain't even the fact that. It's just we have super conferences now, and you don't have teams that have to play each other. So think about it. You got a 13-game season. You got 9. I think we have 8 or 9 games. I think we have an 8-game schedule. I remember either 8 or 9-game conference schedule. So if you got 15, 20 teams, it's a possibility you might not even play the hardest teams in your schedule in your conference. So you'll avoid those teams during the regular season. So think about it. Texas. Who was the hardest team that they played?
Georgia.
And they lost. So why the fuck is you up there? The hardest team you played to lost. Indiana. Hardest team you lost, you got your ass handed to you. Wasn't even close. Why'd you even in it? That's letting me know that if you play competition, you're going to get drugged. So this is only going to do, which I'm all for equal equality for the little guy. Understand. But, man, do we want to be watching these fucking matchups? Do you think I want to watch SMU against Tennessee? No.
But see, that's the thing, though. They figuring that's where the hype is going to come in at. Now, hear me out now, because you already know how it's going to go. How many losses Tennessee got?
2.
How many losses SMU got?
I think 1.
Okay, so you know they're going to hype the game up by saying SMU is the favorite, blah, blah, blah. But when Tennessee whoop that ass, they're going to act like it's a big upset. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's how the game is being played. That's all.
Then the fact that Notre Dame even has a shot. I think Notre Dame should be the team.
Think about this, D.
They should not be available for the college football, being that you do not have to play a conference champion.
Hear me out, D. Listen at this now. Once again, another scenario of how they're going to hype it up. Notre Dame in the college football playoff at home playing against Alabama.
Who gives a fuck? Because we know Alabama finna beat them by 60 the same way they do all the time.
But what I'm saying, they did. Though,
I know what you're saying. They're gonna hype. You know
that's what I'm saying.
Notre Dame against the SEC.
A 1-loss Notre Dame.
They beat an SEC team
that already beat Texas A&M. You feel what I'm saying? And now they going against a 3-loss Alabama team. You feel what I'm saying? Then Alabama mess around and beat them by 10 points up in Indiana. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just hypothetically throwing it out there. You feel me? Then they going to make like it's a big upset. That's just how they playing the game, G. And that's how Vegas going to come up, because now all the Catholics in the world going to put their money on touchdown Jesus, and guess what? He gonna get monkey stoned and they gonna fire the brother. Shit.
And remember this though, it's still some teams that we didn't name that can still end up in the playoff with just winning. So team you didn't mention.
Question. Cause don't SMU got to play Clemson?
That's exactly what I was finna. That's exactly.
Do you think SMU will beat Clemson?
Honestly, I do. I do believe that. But the worst thing that can happen into the big, I do. Yeah,
really?
SMU got some real athletes, bro. Big up to Red Lashley. Here goes Big Dog.
Okay.
I know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I haven't seen them play this year.
Yeah, he got some athletes down there, dog. It's Texas.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Think about this. You got Iowa State, which I can't even tell you what Iowa State is ranked if they are ranked. Let's say they win their Big 12 championship. That puts them in.
Who they playing?
They play Arizona State. That's who Arizona State is at 12.
So Dion them didn't make it?
Nah, they didn't.
Okay.
When they lost to
Gotcha.
That last game they lost, that was their kick out.
Gotcha.
So Arizona State.
And they're not in the playoff.
No.
With just 2 losses. No, they got more than 2.
No, they got, that's just 2. No, 3. They got 3. They got 3. Yeah, so when they lost that last game, they kicked them out. So you still got Arizona State and Iowa State that's going to play. You want Arizona State to win it because that'll catapult them because they're at 12. Because if Iowa State win, that's not the top 12. It's going to be the top 11 because they're going to be a top 14.
Now, I got a question for you now. If Texas beat Georgia this time, which I think is going to happen, I think they're going to get revenge. Now, Texas beat Georgia this week. Is that going to put Georgia out.
Nope. Either one of them. I don't care which one I'm going to lose. Like neither one I'm going out.
Georgia just fall a little lower.
That's it. Think about it. Texas at 2. Georgia's at 5. You lose to the number 2 team. They're not going to drop you. Why? They're number 2. You lose to the number 5 team. They're not going to drop you. Why? They're number 5.
I was just saying they're another 3-loss team.
Who will be 3 losses?
Georgia. They got 2 now, right? Alabama and
Ole Miss. So I still don't
that'll
believe.
be their 3rd loss. So
think about it. You got Bama.
They're not going. But I'm just saying though, they're not going to fall in front of Bama because Bama ain't playing and Bama done beat them.
Yeah, only way Georgia.
Now, that where the mess up gonna come in.
Now, if Georgia loses, the only way they'll stay in it is if Arizona State loses too.
But I'm agreeing with you, D. I'm saying that at the end of the day, I wouldn't give a doggone. A 3-loss Georgia team is still one of the best teams in the country compared to all them other teams. Like, to be honest, man, like any of those SEC teams that are in there in the playoff, I got my money on them actually being able to win if they're healthy. I got my money on them going deeper because they have played harder competition.
Ooh.
I'm saying anybody from the SEC that actually makes the playoff. Even a 3-loss Alabama, I understand that they shaky. But the thing about it is it's all about matchups.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Out of the teams that you may remember out of it, what team that if you get them first round, you ain't worried at all. You like, okay, we beat them.
Oh, there's a couple of them. Indiana.
Okay.
Killer. Penn State. Killer.
Okay.
Notre Dame. Killer.
Okay.
SMU.
I don't know.
It'll be a good game, but
we'll
win. We'll win.
The only reason I know it's gonna be a good game because it's a more athletic Vanderbilt.
I'm telling you, the team that I'd be scared of, honestly, is Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas, and Oregon. Them 4 there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oregon, I don't think I do think that'll be the one that I know that will beat you because they can score, and if they physical across the board and they can stay with y'all receivers. Now Georgia, I do think y'all got a little, Georgia in y'all, so I think they got y'all. Ohio State, honestly, I think they'll get you. Only reason I believe they'll get you because they got some talent on the outside, and I think that's where and they can run. They got Judkins and Henderson. I think. Yeah, that. But like you said, I think that y'all get Notre Dame, no problem. Penn State, no problem. Indiana, no problem. Now, Boise State, I don't know because if y'all can't tackle Andrew Gentry, it's gonna be he'll run for 400 on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Which we done seen it.
But he the meat in the potatoes.
If you can stop him, basically that's it.
Goddamn.
Right, and then Arizona State, of course, y'all beat. But look at the bottom though, bro. Let's say we have a conundrum this week. Let's just say, for the sake of argument. Let's say Penn State wins, Iowa State wins, Clemson wins, and that knock out your 1, your 8, your 12. Well, you got South Carolina and Ole Miss. You got Ole Miss sitting with 4 losses. At 15.
I think Ole Miss will hurt some folk.
Think about that, bro. 4 losses.
As long as they don't hurt themselves if they were to make it.
But that's Lane Kiffin. He's a self-inflicted king.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with them is that part.
Killer.
He'll kill himself. You know what I'm saying? So
12 gauge to the head.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing with that. So I just think that we still got another week. This is gonna be the week that shows everything.
Yeah.
This weekend will be
icing on the cake.
I'm talking about from the morning to I don't know who played first to who played last, but every game matters.
That's right.
This is the first time I think that everybody will watch everybody's conference championship game where you want to be somewhere with glued to them. Even if there's 2 of them on the same time, you want both games on. It's gonna be that type because everything matters.
Most disappointing loss this weekend for you. Well, we ain't gonna say a loss. We'll say most disappointing game to you this weekend.
Well, most disappointing game I'm gonna say was the Iron Bowl, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Me personally, I'm gonna say the Texas A&M because I thought it was gonna be closer.
Man, I knew Texas A&M that got that new quarterback got it together yet.
But
man.
the thing about it is, I just figured that it'll be closer because it being a rival. But to be honest, It looked like Texas just called the dogs off.
They
Look,
did.
We done did enough. They can't come back. Just clamp down
They couldn't
defensively.
score.
And let's get up out of here for the SEC championship.
Yeah,
man,
Texas A&M is still deficient trying to figure out offense that works well with their
What was so
quarterback.
disappointing to you about the Iron Bowl?
I don't like the way it's so inconsistent in play calling and in structure of offense. Because the two games I watched before that look totally different than the two games I watched against Alabama.
Now I'm glad you brought that up, D.
Structure of the offense didn't look the same.
I'm glad you brought that up because
So,
that, like I said, I'm not an advocate for Auburn by no means. I am a diehard Alabama fan. Look, if I was white, I'd have Wranglers on and a T-shirt right now. You feel me?
Bitch, Alabama, please.
All right. But what I'm saying is this, though. I just felt bad for Peyton Thorne due to the fact that he took a lot of the crap that was thrown around, and it ain't all him. Like, the play calling has been inconsistent all year.
Yeah.
And I know that might have something to do with just not having faith in him as
That's
a player.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my gripe with the Iron Bowl was this. This is your championship game if you are an Auburn Tiger. This is the game that is going to benefit you the most because if you win, you get to send your seniors out in class and they're able to go to a bowl game. Yep. You understand? And you'll be able to treat them a little better for sticking around to try to keep the ship from going under. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the first 3 to 4 series, I was scared because Auburn looked like they had a nice mixture of pass and run. They were moving the ball up and down the field on us. They even got in the red zone on us a couple of times.
Yeah, we had more.
You feel what I'm saying?
The more yardage.
Yeah.
In the first half, when I looked at the statistics, bro, y'all think y'all had caught up a little bit. We had the most yardage. We had 3 turnovers and was still losing. That's just a disappointing statistic, bro.
Well,
you win a turnover battle that big, no way you supposed to be losing.
Well, that's why I felt we were going to win due to the fact, 1, it was in Tuscaloosa. 2, we had the better quarterback. That's all I'm saying. We had the better quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? So
you had the better athlete at quarter. I agree with you.
However way you look at it. That's
I agree with you in the whole essence of the word.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we have a lot of confidence in Jalen Milroe, whether the Auburn Nation has no confidence in Peyton Thorne.
I don't think a lot of folks in Alabama got no whole bunch of confidence in Jalen Milroe, because I guarantee you 2 things. He either hitting the portal or he going to NFL.
Well, I'm not saying that, D. I'm just saying in the sense of winning that game, bro. That's
winning that game.
About,
I think winning that game.
We just talking about the iron.
I think winning that game, everybody was just hoping that the best version of their player showed up because they've seen the worst version of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all saw the worst version of Jalen Milroe at some point this season. You took 3 losses, 3 losses that ain't never happened before. Like, he's lost to more unranked teams this season than Nick Saban ever lost to in his career. You know what I'm saying? In one season, Nick Saban lost to 1 unranked team once. He already lost to 2. You know what I'm saying? So
not a fair assessment, D, because I understand he's the starting quarterback, but all that wasn't his fault, bro.
Who fault?
When they lost.
Who?
This year.
Who? Peyton Thorne?
No, I'm talking about Jalen Milroe.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all of it was
and Peyton Thorne.
Oh, yes, the fuck it was.
Not every time.
Man, bro, let me tell you something, bro. If we cannot throw the ball and you throwing, and we are running, but you throwing 3 and 4 interceptions, hey, bro, I can't blame nobody but you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the line was a little decrepit, but decisions can be made to either just hold it, take the sack, or throw it away. But I think some of his early season decision making at the line put us in bad play calls that had to get us off, and we could not sustain drives that was hurting our defense. So defense will make stops, cool, but the defense going to get tired because you can't sustain a drive. You go on here 3 and out, they're right back on the field. Let's say you go out there and get a 12-play drive. We tired. They go get a 3 and out, they right back on the field. You go back down with another 10-play drive, they right back on the field. So it just hurts you when you can't sustain drives and score. Then we're missing field goals to the point where we weren't even kicking field goals. We were trying to go for it. So, yeah, it all depends, man.
See murder.
Yep.
Any hits? Any hits before we move on?
Nah, let's move on. I get us from the end of the show.
It's all good because I'm glad we were able to move on because, see, I wanted to ask you when I first seen you, but I waited till the show started. You rock with them Dolphins?
Nah, man. See what had happened was I found this at the thrift store for $5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I got to have it.
I would have got it too.
You know what I'm saying?
It look good though.
Yeah,
it look like it been in your closet for a while.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's been I've been holding on to it for a good little minute.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's fine.
appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah, that's an old school one too.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that. That's Dan Marino-ish.
That's the old-
Yeah,
That's-
starter.
Yeah, classic
But they
throwback.
don't even make it with the with that type of
Material, period.
That right
Yeah.
there.
That's
yeah.
a different. It's a different start on. You gonna look at it.
Okay.
I got one of them old ones. You know what I mean? And this also different. The outside of that is also different too. On the old one.
Yeah.
So what you got, man? I already know what you want. I know where you're heading. So I guess
Well, I'm here.
I see it on your face.
Man,
Like,
I got a question now.
Talk to me.
Y'all saw the hit? I forgot what game it
Court.
was.
Nah, I know what you're talking
You
about.
know what I'm talking
You talking about
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Man, bro, let me tell you something. That's how they hit, bro. That was my quarterback, cuz. Yeah, I'm getting suspended. Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
got after him, but
Oh, they got after him though.
Yeah,
they got on his
So,
ass.
so
though.
they consider that intentional.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he got
well,
suspended. He gonna get. I guarantee you,
he getting fined and
already
suspended.
fined and suspended on that.
Yikes.
He
Yeah.
apologized though, but the thing about it is everybody's saying that the apology is bullshit due to the fact that he's known for that. This ain't his first time. This is like his third or fourth time doing something.
Then I ain't like the way
that.
he led with that brace.
Yeah, you see, he had a
He had a
forearm
forearm
wrap
brace on him.
brace,
He
yeah,
literally led with the forearm brace.
and that's what knocked him
That
out.
what knocked him out because we hit him with it. His head going straight back like boom, boom.
Yeah.
Because he tensed up, locked up like he was in a
Yeah,
boxing
yeah.
match.
But the
Yeah.
good thing about it was they did show him on the field doing the tour, and when I say tour, his hands were locked
he started
up.
locked. Yeah, he
His
locked up.
arms and hands
he
were
locked
locked
up,
up.
man.
They called it
But-
like the fencing.
Yeah.
They call it fencing.
But-
Yeah.
He did look good. He looked himself. Let's just say
Okay,
that when they
alright.
put him on the golf cart because he was sitting in the front seat
Yeah.
and they wheeled him off, but he was looking like he was all right. You know, he just probably got knocked out and didn't know what he was for a couple of
Oh yeah,
minutes.
brother, man, he was out of there.
Yeah.
Bro, he was out of there, bro.
Yeah, he was.
I remember the last person, I think it was somebody from Minnesota had did somebody like that. I can't remember what Minnesota, I think it was Tennessee or Minnesota, somebody got hit exactly the same way. See, man, that's somebody, because I look at stuff like that, bro. If he have to miss time, you should have to miss time. I don't care if you hurt or not.
Well, he ought to miss more time because of how.
You know how vicious, man, that man bro, could have been
Deliberate it
out of there
was.
like
Yeah,
career
that
ending,
was
bro.
that was intentional.
Yeah, that's why I said, bro,
Off the top.
you saw him going to the slide.
He saw
and
blood
dropped.
and he was
He
going
took
for it. Now he's like, "Oh my bad, I didn't mean to."
Man, I don't want to hear that, bro.
Yeah, it's too
I don't
late
hear
now. Go on and take your.
Bro, one
Take
thing
it
I
like a
will
man.
say, I'm going to talk about this one. I think Buffalo might be had that thing on the AFC side, bro. I think it might be Buffalo's to lose right now, bro. They got the head up on Kansas City, so that means you got to go to Buffalo. Either way, it don't make difference because both of them used to the cold. But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I love Pat. That's my boy. I don't know right now.
I told you, man, it's just something about them that ain't right. I don't know if it's the offensive line or the wide.
Yeah, the offensive line
receivers.
back broke up because they got 2-3 people out. You know what I'm saying? So
They just got Pacheco back, but the thing about it is with Pacheco and Hunt,
Yeah.
they still ain't been able to really get loose like that. So I was
because
like,
they can still stack the box because
Right.
he can't throw the ball. He ain't got no. They hadn't figured out what the scheme of the offense gonna be. How you gonna run it? How you gonna lay out the routes?
who you seen in the AFC Championship game since you said that? I still think, in my opinion,
I still think they'll beat them too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they'll play through each other. They go whoever wins that'll go because we know Cincinnati's not going. Now, I don't know, but I don't see why and how they keep winning, but Pittsburgh though,
They so trash.
it's like they so trash, but they keep winning though.
Well, they winning
You know what I'm
because
saying? They got defense.
they're winning because of the defense.
And running the ball.
They're running the ball,
And timely passes.
play action.
There you go.
But in all due fairness, I have to do them the same way people did my team until they play somebody. You know what I'm saying? So until they play a defense that's going to actually stop Najee Harris from running the ball
Mm-hmm.
and make Russell Wilson pass the ball against tight coverage, then you'll see actually what they're made of. Right now, they're going up against teams like Cincinnati. Who they just beat this weekend? It was Cincinnati, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati don't have no defense, bro.
They do got the sack leader on the team.
But the thing about it is, like, you going up against a team that's just known just straight for their offense.
Yeah, because they got to outscore.
But you still struggle against them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm Pittsburgh, they shout out, you know, they playing good ball, but I don't see them doing too much. And to be honest, going on what you just said about Buffalo, until Josh Allen actually like grows some balls and is able to stand up and at least fight back against Patrick Mahomes, I can't go with him, man, because
he beat him he has a better record against him in the only thing about it is in the regular season. You gotta think about it, the last time they played, he had a hellified game on him.
Talking about in the
shootout. The shootout. That was the last time they played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and the only reason he got out of that one because, you know, they changed the playoff rule because one and done with the score. So, ain't really much you can do.
So-
He didn't get a chance to get the ball.
So it's like this here, G. When they play, Buffalo going to have to go to Kansas City. Now, we can eliminate the weather. Buffalo going to have to go to Kansas City. How many losses Kansas City got?
What?
Okay, Buffalo got about 2.
But Buffalo beat Kansas City.
But until Kansas City lose another game, bro.
Who beat
and guess
Kansas
what?
City?
They ain't finna lose another game.
Who Kansas City? Who beat Kansas City?
Buffalo.
Okay, yeah. So that's
They still got to go to Kansas City.
you know that's what I'm trying to see. Who beat? But I meant who beat Buffalo.
Oh, who beat Buffalo?
That'll make a difference because if that's an NFC loss, it ain't gonna matter on the AFC side. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing.
They
That's what
still
I'm
got
saying.
the better record, G.
Oh, but if the loss is not in the NFC, it don't matter. Because
I understand what you're trying to say. I don't know who they lost to.
Yeah, you're right, because they still got right now at the end, they got the overall team picture, they got Detroit at 1, Kansas City at 2, Buffalo at 3, y'all at 4, Minnesota at 5, Pittsburgh at 6, Green Bay at 7, Chargers, Texans, Baltimore, and the Commanders.
Man, I'm not worried about none of that. That's just a bunch of bullshit you just read me because I'm the best team in the NFL, bro.
So playoff picture is the end of the day.
Did you hear what I said?
You what?
I'm the best team in the NFL.
In the second half.
No, I'm the best team in the NFL, period.
I'm not gonna say that.
Because can't nobody stop my run game. You understand what I'm saying?
In the second half.
No, at the end of the day, like, you still ain't stopping my run game. Now, in the second half, you're right. When we play against a good team,
Now,
we just good in the second half.
Saquon Barkley
But other games, the Rams, we started off fresh in the first half. Now, we might not score in the first quarter, but we were moving the ball up and down the field in the first half. Now, we just don't score like that.
Saquon Barkley has over 900 yards. That's only in the second half.
Right. But how many he got in the first?
A little about 400 or 500.
Okay.
So that's
He's
a little
still
bit.
doing something. That's all I'm saying, bro.
But the bulk of his runs, like yesterday, if you go back and look at the game
It
y'all
depends on the game, G. He had 255 yards. He didn't get 200 in the doggone second
played,
half
255 yards win.
against the Rams.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, but I'm just saying as an example, he didn't get all that in the second half. He didn't get 3/4 of it. He got half in the first, half in the
He had
second.
275-yard runs in the second half.
I understand that,
That's
bro.
445.
But he had. Okay, I'm through. I ain't finna with you, bro. At
Bro,
the
we
end
just talking statistics. If he
I
had
understand,
2 70-yard runs in the second
numbers
half.
do lie. That's all
How?
I'm saying. At the
How?
end of the day, yes, he might do get loose in the second half. It makes sense because they don't wore the defense down.
Right.
But
That's what
all I'm saying is he still be doing stuff in the first half. You understand what I'm saying? To be able to do that in the second, bro.
What I'm saying is this, and I'm not taking none away or trying to say nothing is detrimental to anything or nothing is bad. What I'm just saying, the way the style of your game is that y'all throw the ball out in the first half and you bring the game home with Saquon at the end of the game.
Yeah, but we ain't been able to do that, though. That's what I'm telling you, D, because Dallas Goedert had just came back, right? Before he came back, you had Devontae Smith out because of the concussion. Then while Devontae was out, you had 2 offensive linemen out. So to be honest, we had no choice but to run the ball like that. This week here, we didn't have Devontae. Feel what I'm saying? We just had Dallas Goedert, we had A.J. Brown, and then we had old boy we got from Washington. You feel me? So it's like A.J. Brown is number 1, now Dallas Goedert number 2. You feel me? Then old boy from Washington, and we'll throw him in every now and then and keep the defense honest. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw him a bone. You feel me?
I totally.
But we still ran the ball. We're running the ball more because we haven't been able to have all our receivers. Now, Devontae coming back this week, but Dallas Goedert finna be out because he got a knee sprain. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, we've been running the ball, but be that as it may. You understand? To make a long story short, I am the best team in the NFL because with that defense I got something for Detroit.
I don't know, bro.
I'm going to beat the shit out of Detroit.
No way.
Watch.
Not impossible.
Just like I told y'all I was going to whoop Lamar.
Lamar different, though.
Just like I told y'all I was going to whoop Lamar.
No,
No, matter of fact, just like I told y'all I was going to whoop everybody in the AFC North. Before the season started.
Ain't nothing over there. We talking about the team.
No, but everybody's no. Everybody was saying that the AFC North was supposed to be the best in the NFL.
I understand.
Before the season started.
Right, but we talking about right now a team that lost one game along with the same one game that Kansas City lost. That team dropping 52s and 46s and everything like that.
And barely getting by the last 3 weeks.
What you mean barely getting by?
Barely getting by.
56 the other day.
That wasn't the other day. That was 3 games ago.
No, that wasn't. That was the other game.
The last game they played, they struggled. They barely won, D.
You sure you think about the same game?
Thanksgiving Day, bro. Chicago should have beat them. What is you talking about?
I ain't talking about shit. I ain't
You
talking about
said
that
Detroit?
Game. I said every other game before that. They've been dropping. Thanksgiving, that's what game.
No, and I said since the 52-point game, they've been struggling.
That's a division game. You know how division games are? Come on. And that's a Thanksgiving game. That's like saying that y'all don't play a tight game against the Cowboys. It won't be shocking. If y'all played a tight game shocking, would it be shocking? No. Because it's division game rivals and y'all hate each other.
Man, you know the Bears is trash.
The Bears, we weren't talking that 2 years ago.
They ain't even had 2
games ago. We was like,
ain't even had they start. They head coach. They had an interim coach in there giving all the line the business. Who the line played before the Bears?
Be that as it may,
they struggle with them.
What I'm gonna say is this. Now, am I saying that Detroit is hands over the heels the best team? No. But in the situation right now, especially offensively, it's going to have to be somebody who's going to have to play a mistake-free game, which y'all got a possibility to do it, to be able to stop all them weapons, man. It's just too much. It's just
It
too
ain't
much.
too much, D, when you can stop a joker man to man because you got a secondary that's good enough where you can say you get him, you get him, you get him, and the rest of y'all stop the run and put pressure on the quarterback.
I'm going to say 2 things about Detroit. You do not have one man on your field that's going to check Amon-Ra St. Brown by himself, and neither do you have somebody who's going to keep up with Jameson Williams.
Oh, my God.
Name me somebody who's fast enough to keep up with Jameson Williams.
Hey, man, like I said,
I'm going to ask you a question.
I got the best secondary and the best defense in the NFL, brother. And half of the secondary rookies. We ain't worried about that, brother. Who you think got a better receiving core, man? Cincinnati or Detroit?
Detroit.
No, they playing better, but at the end of the day, you not finna say Chase and old boy ain't better than one of them receivers that they got. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna put Chase and Amon-Ra St. Brown in the same boat, bro. I'm not finna.
Okay, and Chase didn't do nothing against us. He got locked down by a rookie.
But get what though? You know why?
And I think Chase is better. Man, you know Chase
why? I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna
man.
tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you the difference in it. Chase gonna be outside. Amon-Ra St. Brown stay in the slot, so you're not gonna put your best corner in the slot.
Okay, I got the best slot corner in the game, and he a goddamn rookie.
But he's not finna keep up with a veteran slot receiver like that.
They said that when we played the damn Rams.
Hey man, when the boy
and Puka Nacua and the other boy ain't did nothing.
Puka is not Amon-Ra, and Cooper Kupp is not what he used to be, and we know it, man.
Oh Lord, I see you in a few weeks. I want to see what you got to say.
But the Rams, notice
sir.
I ain't said the Rams.
Yes,
do y'all play Detroit in the regular season? I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. We got to see that in the playoffs. But no, we got some weeks. But I say that y'all tired. I say y'all right at the top. All depends on who take care of the ball.
The only way it's gonna be a good game is if it's in Detroit. If Detroit mess around and lose one game to Green Bay this weekend and one game to Minnesota, and they got to play Minnesota twice. If they mess around and lose 2 games and they have to come to the link, we're going to blow them out.
And if the Eagles
blow them
mess
out.
around and lose 2 games, because they have to play the Cowboys and they have to play the Commanders, regardless of what you feel about it, they division games that can be won. And you're going to have to go to Detroit. It can go both ways. So we'll see how the football plays.
Yeah, we'll see in a few weeks.
But again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming in for another great episode of the Kuttin Up Show with your boys. What y'all got, anything y'all got to walk out of here with?
I was waiting to see if C Murder had a hit for us.
Okay,
we go.
yeah. It's going to be quick.
All right.
Who's the greatest running back of all time?
Really?
Y'all got somebody in mind?
Bo Jackson.
You gonna do that for real, man? Come on, man. He ain't play long enough. At least, come on. Let put somebody up there that had a longer career.
Bo Jackson.
Don't do it. Well, shout out.
Come on. Yeah, shout out to Bo Jackson. He's one of the greatest of all time. But come on, man. He ain't play long enough. Let's not disrespect him like that now.
Who yours?
Huh?
Who's yours?
I don't know, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to say Barry Sanders because he's up there and he didn't never have a line. You know what I'm saying? Emmitt Smith is great, but he had a line.
I take him out because he's a quitter. He retired and quit.
But he still played longer than Bo, and you put Bo in front of him, and he had a shorter. Yeah, when he was healthy. No, that's a good argument. That's a great argument.
We might have to come back to it.
Bo Jackson
I want y'all to get in the comments. Y'all hear this? Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know. I say Bo. He says a possibility of Barry. But we're going to revisit this on another day. But I say Bo Joe. I seen a nigga run up a baseball wall. And I seen him run clean out of stadium because he couldn't stop running. I'm going to have to go with Bo. No.
Okay. On that note, we'll be back to discuss more.
But again, thank y'all for coming in. Like, share, click, follow,
apply,
all that good old stuff, man.
Peace.
100.
Peace.